Some vital information for this episode. Let me introduce you to the Dark Order. Scorpion, leader of the Dark Order, has a poisonous scorpion tail. Insight, can conceal himself and those touching him from others' sight and also see with his mind to a certain range. Impulse, brings out your deepest desire just by touching you and it overtakes your mind to the point of being unable to think of anything else until you get far enough away from her. Mind Master, super smart, can plan ahead by looking a few seconds into the future. Kabir, saber-toothed man with cat-like instincts. Cypher, can hack devices within a certain range with his mind. Amethyst, can't speak or really function like a normal human, can produce crystals and use them to attack or defend. Before this starts, I want to prepare for any confusion. The person on this blue side of the talking changes a few times, only 3 times, but yeah, I know I usually keep it just one character this side, but it had to switch a little for this one. Hopefully that's okay. Just make sure to pay attention to the names on the blue side until it becomes Bakugo, then it stays. Now, I hope you enjoy part 5. Love you all. Class 1A, and Shinso because I'm like 99% sure he'll be in their class soon anyway. We're on a school trip to the History Museum. Aizawa and All Might were supervising, but they decided to split the students into groups to explore on their own until lunchtime. The groups are Shoji, Kaminari, Sato, Shinso, and Jiro. In Group 1, you have to research social history. Wa, Hidoshi, so excited, let's go straight to the cinema room. This isn't a date, you guys, she's already fed up with them. Kami, we've gotta stick with our group, flustered Shinso. Well, can we please go to the cinema first, pleading hands. I don't mind. They just wanna make out in the back of the room while we're supposed to be learning about our history. Nuo, totally not true. Have fun and we'll see you later. Cutest smile. Deku waved and Kaminari blew a kiss as he dragged Shinso away, the rest of his group following behind. Siro, Kirishima, Yurika, Ida, Koda, and Ajiro are in Group 2, to learn about cultural history. Oh dang, Kiribro, how do you feel not being with any of your boyfriends? Oop. It's a school trip, it's not the end of the world. I'm fine, poor Kiri. Ida-kun, you should be our tour guide. Where should we go first? Super excited. Let's go to the natural section first. We learn about heroes every day. Let's learn about the dinosaurs. That's to do with culture, right? He just wants to see dinosaurs. We'll see you at lunch, Kirishima. Cute bean. Have fun you guys, he's so precious. Group 3 are Tokoyami, Yaoyorozu, Todoroki, Asui and Bakugo, to research ancient history. Bakugo tensed, squeezing Deku's hand with a frown. Kachen, you're hurting me, poor baby. Deku will come with us, huff. Hey Bakugo, let go of his hand, he is concerned. Deku is with Mineta, Hagakure, Aoyama and Ashido, learning about political history. Swap Deku for the frog, Portsu. We've set the groups already, changing them now would mean changing these papers and that's just a lot of effort. Bakugo pulled Deku closer to him in panic. Kachen, it's fine, I'll see you at lunch. OMG, have fun with Todoroki, yeah? Pleading hands. Bakugo, it's just a couple of hours, he's being dramatic. If anything happens it's your fault, angry boy. He glared at the members of Deku's group, all of whom seemed very unbothered. Bakugo, we're in a museum, unless you think Deku can't defend himself from OAPs then there's nothing to worry about. Maybe OAPs are the scariest thing to fight against. Who'd want to hit an old lady? Mineta respecting women, where? I'll be fine dummy, see you at lunch. Adorable smile. Deku gently removed himself from Bakugo's grip and pecked his cheek. Hey, half and half, let's just follow their group, huff. Bakugo, we can't do that, we have to research a different topic to them, in a different part of the museum, Kiro. This is bullshit, salty boy. Language young man, shook. Deku started walking away from Bakugo to stand with his group, the blonde boy stood there dumbfounded. Bakugo, we're going this way. Todoroki hesitantly grabbed Bakugo's arm, slowly pulling him while he was still confused. Hey nerd, oh dear. Deku froze and looked back to him with wide eyes. I love you, humph, and I better see you at lunch. Kachen, stop making such a big deal out of it, OMG, so embarrassed, I'll see you later. Love? Wait, I knew they hadn't been fighting much, but when did this happen? Aizawa, did you hear about this? What? It happened that day he was taken by the villains. It's odd, but all 6 of them seem better for it. 6? Mind blown. Hey guys, Can we check out the hero section first, please? Aren't we supposed to find out about politics and stuff? Well, I know there'll be stuff about politics in the hero section, all the hero and villain laws and when they were signed, etc. Come on guys, pretty please. I don't think any of us care where we go, Deku. Oof. I saw by the entrance there was a whole section about costumes. That sounds fabulous. Do you think they'll have pictures of the heroes wearing their costumes? He is gross. Guys, the costume section is in the hero section, so let's go, pure baby. Deku rushed ahead. The other four were nowhere near as excited as he was. He went straight to the information board to take down any notes he could, so he could finally put his school book away and pull out his journal. Really, Deku, you're going to do your journal work here too? Is the school work not enough for you? Stressed. What are you always writing in those journals anyway? I swear you have like 20. 26 actually? I make notes on all the heroes. I have pages for all these heroes in old books, but they've added new information since the last time I came here. He is so hyped. Midoriya. I don't understand you. Why do you need to know about these heroes? You can outshine all of them. So many sparkles. I need to learn everything I can about all their techniques. You never know when it'll come in handy. Shy Deku. Well, I agree we can learn from them, but also we're actually out of school today. Can't we have fun? She is so bored. You guys are so slow. Aoyama looked the costume room, trying to stay excited. Minato ran into the room as fast as his little legs could carry him, Aoyama and the girls following. But Deku had noticed something in the other direction. Wah! They added another whole room for All Might since he lost his power. He is moved. Without even realizing it, he had left his group, and was now alone. Ah, it's so good to see you again. Deku flinched and turned at the sound of such an eerily familiar voice. What are you doing here? He was shocked to be met face to face with the same villains that had taken him weeks before. Do you have a habit of wandering off alone? Deku looked around in panic. He really was somehow alone. Fighting would be dangerous. There were civilians around as well as priceless historical artifacts that he couldn't break. Not to mention one of the four villains across from him. You don't want to attack? Stop that. Get out of my head. You really think we can fight here? That won't end well for anyone. Maybe you should have stayed with your group. You know they haven't even noticed you're gone yet. Teehee. Why me? What do you want from me? He's getting mad. You're very important to a lot of people. The best way to get heroes like All Might to fall is to take those closest to them. All Might is already retired. What more could you want? Oh sweetie, All Might won his final fight. He still brings hope. People still adore him. But look, he can't even protect his favorite student. Deku was trying to think of a plan, but he knew subconsciously it was useless. He'd already learned of Mind Master's quirk. He would know what Deku was doing before even he himself did. I'm already caught, aren't I? He learns fast. Deku jumped at the sudden voice from behind him. He tried to dodge, but Mind Master had already grabbed him. It was useless fighting alone against these four. It was impossible. But he still tried, activating One for All and trying to swing a punch, but as he knew, his moves had been predicted and before he could react, impulse had touched him. And he was done for. Bakugo, come on, hurry up a little. Don't tell me what to do, humph. Oh, our first fact. The ancient Egyptians invented toothpaste? Excited Momo. Who cares? He doesn't. Do we all have to write down the research or can we assign a group writer? He doesn't want to write. I can write everything down for all of us. Sweet smile. Thanks Asui-san, Shy Bean. Call me Tsu, Kiro. How many times does she need to say that for you guys to listen? Fed up on Tsu's behalf. I think I'll stick with Frog. He's a brat. Hey Tsu. Another fact. The ancient Aztecs invented peanut butter. Yummy. Why are all the facts about inventions? Why do we even have to learn this shit? Like seriously, who cares who invented it? It's here now, so that's all that matters. I'm sure if you ever invented anything you'd want people to know it was you. Well, yeah, but this is too long ago, nobody should care anymore. Huff. Hey, why don't we check this out? It's not about ancient history but looks fun. Todoroki pointed toward a room labeled the earliest known quirks. Bakugo rolled his eyes and scoffed, but as his other three group members walked further into the mind-numbing ancient history section, he huffed and joined Todoroki in the lesser of two boring options. What even is this? I dunno, it said something about 4D technology though, so I guess get ready to experience some quirks. Wait, surely that's dangerous. You scared? Oop. No, humph. But what if a weird quirk comes out like I'm gonna try and blow it up? Duh. Well, you're not allowed to use your quirk here. But this room is. He is not having fun. Todoroki laughed and clicked the button on the massive TV screen, laughing harder as Bakugo took a defensive stance. You're not going to fight anything in here, stupid. He is having a lot of fun. Don't call me stupid with your candy cane looking ass, huff. Todoroki stopped laughing and crossed his arms. They had a glare off until suddenly Bakugo was squirted with water from one of the walls. He squeaked in shock and set off the tiniest little explosion. Fa ha 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 ha. Shut up, icy hot, that's your fault. You guys, this is boring now. There's only like 3 female hero costumes in here. He is annoyed. That's because all the stupid men didn't let women be heroes for so long. Aoyama knows what's up. Wait. I know, right? That sucks. Angry Toru. No, where's Deku? All 4 of them froze, taking a minute too long for the revelation to sink in. Holy crap. We should find Ida. He'll know what to do. Oh dear. Their group went to the natural history section. They are nervous. They rushed to find their class rep in a panicked frenzy. Thankfully it hadn't been long since everyone had split up, so Ida's group was still admiring the dinosaurs. Ida. Ashido-san, calm down, what's happened? He is already so stressed. Wait, if you 4 are here, where is Midoriya? Concerned Kiri. He disappeared, feels bad. What do you mean he disappeared? Oh no, Kiri is mad. Whoa bro, chill. Super shocked. He means he disappeared, stressed. One moment he was ranting about his journals and then the next moment none of us knew where he was. She's worried. Deku, well, it's a museum guys. I'm sure he's fine, right? Not convinced. Yeah, I'm sure he is. They are all scared. Either way, he shouldn't be alone. We need to go and find the teachers. I can't believe you let him wander off. Do none of you care that he got taken once already? Kiri is raging. I've never seen him this angry before. Bless him. Hey whoa, what happened to sticking to our groups? Through all the commotion, Group 1 were nearby and came over to see what was going on. Jiro, they lost Deku? What did you just say about Midoriya? Praying he heard that wrong. He vanished. She hates this. Deku's gone? OMG, where, what, how? Where did you last see him? That's a good question. I should have asked that. Disappointed in himself. Shinso stormed over and lifted Mineta up by his shirt as he cried in fear. Where was he? Super pissed. Why, I don't know, we were in the hero section. Poor Mineta. Babe put Mineta down. Intimidated. But it's their faults. The Deku simps are not playing. It was an accident. He really did just seem to vanish into thin air. I swear we didn't mean to lose. Suddenly, not only the students but also everyone around them were all drawn to their phones as they started buzzing and ringing. They all looked nervously, their phone screens seeming to glitch until a video began playing in sync over all the devices. Welcome everyone. It's so lovely to grace your screens. The video showed 7 villains, all stood in a dark old room, one of whom was clearly in the midst of using his quirk to hack everyone's devices. I'll bet you're wondering who I am? Who we are. We are the Dark Order. I won't waste your time with our names, since the whole point of this is for us to eventually disappear. We're here specifically to address UA and all pro heroes in general. Yes, those students on their school trip, parents out there, how would you feel if you knew your children were being left unsupervised, after sending them to the care of pro heroes? Shit, these guys took Deku, didn't they? He's so worried. Don't say that, we don't know that yet. Trying to stay positive. The heroes act like they have everything under control, like they can secure your safety, but that's not true at all. Teehee. She's right. How can you feel safe when Endeavor, the #1 hero, sends his child to this unsafe school? Your future #1 hero? You may be questioning our reasons for accusing UA of being unsafe. Well, allow me to demonstrate. The villain, who was clearly their leader, stepped to the side, revealing Deku chained up behind them all. Midoriya? Oh no. Fuck no, Kami is going to die. They heard distant explosions in the museum, some people screaming as the video continued to play. This boy is one of UA's top students. We captured him without anyone even noticing. It was easy. This bitch. Bakugo, calm down. The group of huddled students looked up as the explosions got closer, Bakugo suddenly flying over. He knocked Mineta to the ground, stepping on him and glaring at the other members of Deku's group. How the fuck did you idiots lose him? What did you do? Bakugo, please. I'm sure it's not their fault. Poor Bean. We aren't going to hurt this poor baby. We've met once before, you know. He was a fine guest last time, so we don't mind keeping him as long as we need to. Deku was frozen still in his chains, a few scratches, but his eyes were wide open and pure white. Fuck, look at him, you did that? He's losing his shit. Bakugo, please, get off of me, save this boy. When Bakugo refused to move, Todoroki managed to drag him back. His chest was heaving, and despite how angry he was, he mainly looked terrified. We need to find the teachers, although I'm sure they're seeing this too. We will let him go safely, so long as our needs are satisfied. We didn't ask to be villains, we just made a few mistakes, or were born with monstrous quirks. We deserve a life as easy as everyone else. Remove us from the systems, let us start over. And of course that means some payment is necessary for a good fresh start, for all 7 of us. Those are crazy demands. They can't think that's possible, surely? Concerned. The heroes would never agree anyway, but Midoriya. I feel like I can't breathe. What are we supposed to do? You guys fucking let them get him. Bakugo started to hyperventilate. The rest of the students felt just as scared. Deku's group feeling sick with guilt. Bakugo, come on, it's Midoriya we're talking about. He's a fighter, he'll be fine and you know it. He's worried for Bakugo now too. Todoroki hesitantly held Bakugo's shoulder, rubbing it soothingly as the boy tried his hardest not to cry. Bakugo, you need to take some deep breaths. Stop watching the video. Stop? He's broken. Fuck. You've heard our demands. If they're not met in 24 hours, we can dispose of this boy. It would be a shame though, don't you think? Thank you for your cooperation. Bye bye. I hate these bitches. Everyone's screens went black before their systems rebooted. Let's stay calm and get in contact with Aizawa-sensei and All Might. Oh, what is it, Kiro? They're already on their way. Aizawa sent a message. The villains left a lot of traces. He says not to worry, that they're clearly amateurs and they'll get Deku back again. Bullshit. Where are they going? I'm fucking going. He is past rational thinking. Bakugo, that's not a good idea. You should leave it to the pros. They got him back once. These villains are clearly more prepared this time, and Deku is not how he was last time. He was on his phone and everything before. This is entirely different. Four Eyes, where are they going? Ida frowned and put his phone away. You know they won't tell me that. He is offended. Well, we can't just not go. Kiri wants to protect everyone. I agree. Bakugo is actually right for once. Huff. Babe, but the pros did get Deku back last time. He is scared. Don't fucking come then, dunce face, but I'm going. You, Twinkle Toes, where the fuck were you when Deku disappeared? Don't test his patience. He grabbed Aoyama by the shirt. The costume room? You're wrinkling my Valentino, fancy king. Bakugo tossed him aside and stormed toward the costume room. Bakugo, you're coming too icy hot. Humph. Todoroki-san, it's not like you to not trust the pros. Todoroki looked between his classmates and Bakugo, who was still storming away, clearly expecting him to follow. I have to try and help. I'm coming too. Huff. Kami, come on, you can stay if you want, but I'm going. He feels torn. Kaminari frowned at himself, scolding his cowardly behavior and standing taller. I was being stupid. Of course I'm coming. Yes, Kami. Bakugo, wait. The four boys all ran after Bakugo, leaving the rest of their class to now have more people to worry about. Where the fuck is this costume section? Bakugo, hang on, it's over that way. If you'd stop storming ahead, then maybe you wouldn't get lost. Snappy Shinso. It's not my fault, this place has no directions anywhere. Huff. I know you're stressed, we're all worried, but you shouldn't take it out on us, Bakugo. He just wants everyone to get along. Bakugo scoffed. Of course he was worried. They wouldn't understand. Or maybe they're the ones who would understand him best. When they made it to the costume room, it suddenly dawned on them that they didn't really know what they were doing. What are we even looking for? Stressed. I don't know. Anything that says there were villains here. How did they get in and out without anyone seeing? Well, they did the same at UA, so that's not exactly hard to understand. He has no patience. Do you piss me off on purpose? Oh dear. I'm just stating the obvious. Are you calling me stupid? Someone stop them. Guys, please stop fighting, now is not the time. Listen to the bean. Guys, look. He started it. I didn't say anything. Guys, you did kind of insinuate that he was being dumb. He hates the conflict. Thank you, shitty hair. Why defend him when he treats you like that? Guys, I swear to God, can you shut up and look at what I'm trying to show you? So overwhelmed. They all stopped and turned to Kaminari, who was on the brink of tears from all the stress. Sorry, I went a bit far. Hey, it's fine, we'll stop. Kami, come on. He feels guilty. What did you find? Kaminari sniffed and handed over Deku's journal that he'd found on the floor. It was out by that All Might statue and stuff. Okay, so, we know Deku was probably taken from here, but now what? Well, they obviously took him out this window, duh. We don't know that. Hey, aren't there security cameras? We could check those? That's a good idea, supportive Kiri. We don't have time for that. They would have just taken him out the window. Surely we should check the cameras first though, just in case. He is scared to argue with Bakugo. You're wasting time? Bakugo, it won't take long. It's smarter to be certain. Please don't hate me. Due to majority vote, Bakugo was dragged to the security room. Shinso used his quirk to gain access over the guard and they rewound the cameras. There? They didn't go out the window? That security guard should be sacked. Huff. Remember the quirk, Bakugo. He probably couldn't even see them. It's not his fault. They took him into the restroom? Huh. Okay, let's hurry. I'm sorry I keep trying to take over. It was smart to check the cameras. He actually feels bad. It's okay, Bakugo. This situation is scary. It makes sense you're acting kinda all over the place. Yeah, whatever. Why'd they take him to the toilets though? What the fuck? They reached the restroom and immediately noticed how a ceiling tile had been shifted. You think they went through the ceiling? Kami, let me lift you up there. I'll help. He is the cutest. They hoisted Kaminari up to the tile and he opened it fully, looking around in the dark and noticing a vent cover. I think you can get to the roof from here? It's actually quite a big space. Half and half, here. Bakugo held his hands out in a gesture to lift Todoroki up too. Oh, very flustered. He blushed and scolded his brain. This was a rescue mission, not the time to get caught up in the feeling of his heart fluttering. Once the lightest two were up there, the other three boys looked between each other with a frown. Bakugo, you next. No way, Brainwasher is lighter than me. He's offended. Are you crazy? I'm like 3 inches taller than you. He's delusional. No way. Like 1 maybe. Huff. But I'm way stronger than you, so my muscles make me heavier? Who cares who's heavier? Can you just get up here? Hikey judging them. Todoroki, help me open this. I'll go next then. Lift me up. Done with their arguing. Bakugo didn't hesitate to hoist Kirishima up by himself, practically throwing him up through the ceiling. Hey, be careful. Are you okay? OMG, I'm fine. Poor Kiri. Now you, come on, smug Bakugo. You really need to get better at working in a team, you know. Just get in the ceiling, salty Bakugo. He lifted Shinso up and then frowned with his hands on his hips. Bakugo, jump, and grab my hand. Shy Todoroki. Oh, here. They dangled their hands down and Bakugo accepted the help for once. Thanks. Are they on the roof already? Come on. Adorable smile. Not that I think any of this is a good thing, but hey, maybe this'll be a fun bonding exercise, just saying. Shut up, he is embarrassed. Guys, these villains really are dumb. Maybe we shouldn't have been worried. Oop. What do you mean? As the last of them climbed up to the roof, Kaminari and Shinso gestured to a bag on the floor. It's Deku's backpack. But on top of that, they literally left their plans here. OMG. For real? What the heck? Bakugo rushed over and grabbed the paper out of Denki's hands. It's a map, and a lot of messy writing. Todoroki came and looked at it over Bakugo's shoulder. 282, 1076, Chuoko, Megoroku, Tokyo. So, that's where they are then? That wasn't hard, shook. That's not even far. Look, there's the museum. They labeled the route they took. Oh my god. Maybe I am panicking for nothing. Now he feels stupid. Deku was still taken though, so we shouldn't completely underestimate them. He's still worried. Let's go then. I've got Midoriya's bag. Kiri is ready to fight. It's right around the corner. Keep up. Huff. Bakugo, you should slow down now that we're closer. He's worried and out of breath. I can't move as fast as you. Help him. It might be dangerous around here too. Slow down. Bakugo stopped blasting and waited for the others to catch up. Todoroki was of course just as fast as him anyway. I'm surprised you listened. Hey, you know, he'll be fine. Yeah, I'm just worried. Me too, but thanks for trying to work as a team. It's better this way. He's so proud. The others caught up and were clearly out of breath from all the running. You two can move so fast without using any energy. It's not fair. He is dying. It takes a lot of energy. Actually, Dunce face. He is offended. Don't start arguing again. He is tired. We should go slower now. If the pros are already there, then we can't just rush round this corner. Guys, Kiri was already peering round the corner onto the road of the address. When the others joined him, they all looked on in confusion. What are they doing? They're just standing around. Shush, there must be a reason, so stop getting mad so fast. Even All Might is here. They all look worried too. Can they not just attack? I guess that would be risky. The villains did say they didn't care about disposing. They won't do that. The pros know how to handle this. Oh god, maybe we should just leave now and leave it to them. What are we gonna do if they can't even do anything? This was a stupid idea. Denki, calm down. Honestly, I understand what you're saying, but look, the pros are at a standstill. He's right. They can't fight. But they can't leave to recoup and plan. Plus the villain demands were impossible, so there's no negotiating there. Okay, so we come up with our own plan. Humph. You make it sound so simple. What could we do that the pros can't? Well, like you said, the pros can't leave. We have the element of surprise. I actually have an idea already. He finished speaking and looked straight at Kaminari. Huh, why me? Sobbing in fear. Look, that alley down the side of the building. There's a door, but there's also cameras, so look a little further over. Is that the fuse box? Looks like it. So you want Kaminari to fry the power? How can I do that without being caught by the cameras? He already hates this. You'll have to shoot from further back and hit it accurately. No pressure though, right? Nervous for him. They were all looking hopefully at Denki, and he was terrified. What do you mean no pressure? This is so much pressure. Poor Denki. You can do it. Come on, have more faith in yourself. You've been working on your accuracy? This is for Midoriya. You can do this. He's so supportive. He held Kaminari's hands as he hyperventilated. Maybe we should try to think of something else. We can't do anything unless the cameras are off. Once there's no power, they'll be distracted by trying to get it back, and all their focus will be on that and the pros. Shitty hair can break the lock and then we're in. It is a good plan, but so much rides on Kami hitting the shot. This could go bad. I can't do it. Sobbing. I'd need to use my shooter. But the discs would be caught in the cameras. I have no accuracy alone. I can't. Bakugo suddenly grabbed him by the shoulders, looking into his eyes. Yes, you can. He's determined. Even if it fries your brain down to your dunce mode, you'll have saved the entire mission with just one shot. If you give it everything, it can't miss. It won't miss. You can do it. He's being supportive. Kaminari froze in shock. Was Bakugo encouraging him? You believe in me? Emotionally overwhelmed. You're not. Entirely useless. Just make the shot, okay? Now he's embarrassed. Kami grinned widely, feeling a new wave of confidence surge through him. Bakugo believed he could do it. He had to do it now, to prove to Bakugo that he was right to believe in him, that he deserves his appreciation. Don't push yourself too hard, love. He's so precious. I've got this. Confident grinning. Yeah, you have? Get yourself a hype man like Kiri. How close can we get before we're spotted? If we go back down the road behind the house, then we could get into the alley without the pros seeing us. He can make the shot from there before we're in view of the camera. Kaminari strode round the back, holding his head high as he was surging with excitement and confidence. Hey, don't rush off ahead, Denki. We all believe in you, but keep thinking straight. Yeah? I never think straight. I think gay. He's so giddy. He giggled and kept going, sneaking into the alley and hiding behind some bins. I guess he's not wrong, trying not to laugh. The others stayed further back, hoping to avoid any backfiring of Denki's quirk. You got this? They're all so sweet. Kaminari took a deep breath and pointed his arm at the metal box on the wall, closing one eye and thinking one last encouraging thought. Indiscriminate shock, 2 million volts. All the zaps.
ところで先輩。いい位置によろけましたね。
He managed to shoot most of his power in the direction of the box, but of course the electricity kind of went everywhere. He hit it, super proud. As soon as Denki stopped using his quirk, he was fried. You did great. You did it. Supportive Shinso. Yay. Suddenly they heard a loud voice broadcasting from the building. What did you do? Do you not take our threat seriously? We will kill this boy. Shit. We've gotta get inside before the power comes back on. Hurry up. They rushed to the door, hearing the pros get into commotion out front, as Kiri hardened and smashed the lock. That wasn't us. You've been watching us. We haven't moved. Wow, Bakugo, your plan was actually really smart. Of course it was. He's offended. We're down a member of our team now though. They got inside and turned to look at Shinso, who was holding Kaminari up as he was on the brink of passing out. I think you're down too. I have to look after him. I can try to shout out some commands and stuff if we have to fight, but my cloth technique will be useless if I'm keeping Denki safe. It's fine, we've got this. Deku would be further back in the building. They'd keep him as far from the pros as possible. Does this place have a basement? Even if it did, they'd be trapped in a basement. It would be smarter to go up surely? Smart Kiri. Bakugo frowned and looked up. That was true. Okay, so, there's 7 of them, and only 3 of us who can fight. We'll have to split them up somehow. He's nervous. If they're keeping him upstairs. Icy hot. Start a fire. What? You want to burn the building down? This boy is crazy. No dumbass, I want to get some of them here. They'll leave some people behind to watch Deku, and send some to sort out the fire. We just have to hope they don't send more than 4. Oof. We'll win, no matter what. Huff. Bakugo looked over and grinned at Todoroki, making the once confident and determined boy blush and widen his eyes in shock. Confidence looks good on you. Giddy grin. Whoa, Bakugo, you're actually flirting. OMG. It's called being supportive, not flirting. Embarrassed boy. Thank you, Bakugo. Precious smile. He moved over to a bookshelf. All the books were tattered and almost looked as if they'd been burnt once before, but the paper would make the perfect place to start his fire. Does anyone know how long Kami stays like that? It used to be a while, but I'm sure he's gotten better. He boasted to Deku the other week that he was recovering in only 10 minutes, so he'll be fine. Todoroki lit the shelves on fire. They heard some commotion upstairs and moved further into the room, keeping Shinso and Denki behind them. You heroes are testing my patience. You're stalling? If we don't see our money in the next 20 minutes, we will kill the boy? Shit. What the fuck was the pros plan if we weren't here? He's pissed. Hey, quiet down. Suddenly the door to the room they were in burst open. Cha, they sent kids in while I was focusing on them? They're even more careless than we thought. 3 of the villains entered the room, eyeing the fire nonchalantly before looking over the boys. What happened to that guy? Not only are 5 kids going to try and beat us, but 2 of them are cowering in the corner. They'd seen the 2 villains speaking before, but the one stood behind them was a new problem. It was huge, a human made of purple crystals. Kirishima, that guy is your expertise. Got it? Huff. Oh, you actually want to fight? At least put out the fire. Wouldn't want you choking on the smoke now, would we? Before they could even react, Kabir had leapt over and swiped out the fire, using nothing but the force of his speed and delicate movements. I can take him, Todoroki, you get the leader. And then it was chaos. Fighting inside was messy. Todoroki's ice would overpower the room before being smashed apart by crystals and explosions. You can't win. You're not even fighting, stupid villain. No, wait, you can't answer him? Oh no. Too late, he's having fun. Fight your own, smug Shinso. Kabir froze before turning and attacking Amethyst, the crystal monster. Bakugo joined Todoroki in fighting Insight, who was harder to attack than they initially thought, due to his ability to conceal his own location. Suddenly the power in the building came back on. Cameras were working again. How dare you? You think we're bluffing? Tell your little rats to get out or we kill them all. She's gone insane. Their phones started going crazy again. Shinso pulled his out as the others were still busy, but it was clear they were winning. A video started playing again. It was of the fight currently taking place in front of him. They heard All Might call into the speakers out front again. We didn't send those students? God, what are they doing? He's suddenly terrified. Bakugo, the cameras are working again. She's broadcasting you? Bakugo looked around the room, spotting the camera and blasting over to the corner. Deku, we're here to save you? Todoroki saw Insight while he was distracted by Bakugo. He took the opportunity and froze him in place with his ice, just as Kiri and Kabir knocked out Amethyst. What do I do with this guy now? He looked toward the cat-like villain just as he snapped out of his brainwashing. Before he could do anything, Kabir was electrified and Todoroki froze him stuck too. Dunce face, you're up? That was unexpected. Barely. Did we get Deku yet? He's still kind of fried. Bakugo, you should destroy the camera? Bakugo looked back up and frowned. We'll find you, Deku. Fight against them? Then he leapt up and destroyed the camera. Shinso and Kami ran over and they all watched the ongoing broadcast on their phones as it switched back to the villains. They all gasped as the image showed Scorpion with her poisonous tail against Deku's neck. I warned you, you still have 5 minutes to give us what we want, but if those kids don't leave right now then we take back our offer, and this boy will die. She has run out of patience. We've gotta get up there. Bakugo? She could slice his neck any second. You can't just rush up there. Mortified, Todoroki grabbed Bakugo by his arm and pulled him back. We should go. We did all that we could. He's disappointed. I agree, there's nothing more we can do when she has him like that. Super worried. Wait, look. They looked back to the screen as Deku's eyes seemed to go back to normal. Insight has lost his hold? Impulse, is he not under your control too? Ka-chan, he's scared. Shut up boy or I'll kill you right here. She's getting nervous. Should I stop broadcasting? He should be broken. He is still under the effects of my quirk? Confused. Watch out. Oh no. The boys watched in awe as Deku's power surged through him, and in the blink of an eye he had grabbed Scorpion's tail and snapped it away from him. Shut it off. The broadcast ended abruptly. Shit, what are we doing? Get upstairs. They all rushed through the building, getting up to the top floor and bursting into the room that the sound of struggle was coming from. Guys, he's so happy to see them. Whoa, we can't fight this many? Shook. I can't predict, for all of them, his mind is going loopy. You messed with the wrong class, huff. Before a fight could break out, the pro heroes had all burst into the room, immediately pulling the boys away from the villains despite their protests. We did all the hard work. Guys, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. He's so overwhelmed. He sprinted over to Bakugo, knocking him to the floor by leaping into his arms and kissing him. Hey, whoa, wait, Deku, super flustered. He's still under the effects of that desire quirk. Hang on. The teacher looked to Impulse, who had been captured, along with the rest of her team, and disabled her quirk. Deku blinked and froze, still sat on top of Bakugo with his lips pressed against his nose. Oh, hi, shy boy. Midoriya, are you okay? Feels bad. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, all of you. He loves them all so much. He looked up before looking back down at Bakugo laying under him. You scared the shit out of me. He sighed before grinning and wrapping his arms around Deku, holding him tight and sitting up. Ka-chan, now he's flustered. You should have seen what we did, Deku. Todoroki kicked that invisible dude's ass. And I fried the power and then fried the cat guy, and OMG Kiri annihilated this spiky purple dude. It was crazy. Bakugo let Deku go and they stood up. You did amazing. I don't remember most of what happened, but I heard you calling for me and then suddenly I could fight. Thank you for coming. Oh god. I abandoned my group. Wait, this was all my fault. Oh dear. It's okay. It's not your fault these villains were targeting you. Precious bean. I'm just glad we got you back. You boys are crazy? Oh no. They all turned in fear as an angry Small Might glared at the five of them. We got Deku back, didn't we? Salty Bakugo. It was incredibly dangerous to do this alone. You should have at least spoken to us about it first. He is mad. It's not like you would have let us have any part of this if we'd asked. Toshinori. It all worked out okay. I agree they need some form of punishment for putting themselves in danger like this. However, I'm unsure it would have been possible for us to complete this without giving in to the villain's demands if it weren't for these boys. He is disappointed. All Might, they saved me, pure baby. You just worry me, all of you, so stressed. I fried the power, and I only fried my brain for like 7 minutes. It was a new record. He's so proud of himself. You did so great, Kami. He's proud too. Deku pulled Denki in for a hug, and before they could let go, Kiri had joined in too, then Shinso, then Todoroki. You guys, uwu intensifies. Group hugs are necessary? Oh, Bakugo. Come on Bakugo, we can't have a group hug without our courageous leader and master planner. He is so whipped. Ka-chan, you actually came up with a plan, involving teamwork? Shook. It's whatever, I just wanted to get you back and using them made it more efficient. He choked on his own sentence as Todoroki tugged him into their hug. We make a great team, Deku Simps unite, whoop whoop. Pfft, but that name doesn't work so much anymore, cause I'm also a U-simp dummy. They're so cute. Denki blushed and giggled. I'm so grateful for you all, and hey, I know I said it while my brain was intoxicated by that annoying quirk, but it was my deepest desire to say it, so it's true. Flustered. I love you all, so fucking adorable. We work quite well together, embarrassed to admit it. You love us really, smug Kiri. They stopped hugging and followed the pros out the building. All 7 of the villains had been captured and Deku was completely safe. You make a great leader, and you're hot when you're being supportive, ahem. Todoroki mumbled as he walked beside Bakugo. Cha, whatever you say, icy hot, trying to hide how flustered he is. I really thought that you two would be the biggest issue with this whole relationship, but you're so cute. Their little romance is adorable. Yeah, shut up. I only love you, lying to himself. You're allowed to have feelings for Todoroki-kun. I know I said I'd get jealous if you dated anyone else, but I don't feel jealous when I see the way he looks at you. I think it's adorable, too precious, and I know you love me, Ka-chan, so it's okay. Bakugo was about to defend himself again, when suddenly Todoroki grabbed him and kissed his cheek. Go Todoroki, so excited. Did he finally confess? Adorable. Confess? So you do like me? Embarrassed. What do you mean, stupid? Of course I do. This boy. Bakugo looked back to Deku nervously, but the shorter boy just smiled and nodded. If you still only have feelings for Midoriya, I'll understand. He was cut off as Bakugo kissed him. His heart jumped and he felt so nervous, but it was amazing. Bakugo was bright red. It was weird. He'd never wanted to kiss anyone but Deku, but it was nice. You're all right. He's so shy. Todoroki grinned and brought a hand up to cover his mouth. You kissed me. He's so giddy. Don't make a big deal out of it. Super embarrassed. It is a big deal. So happy for them. Hey, can I get one too though? Pretty please. Of course. He loves his baby. They kissed and Deku felt so happy. Was this whole thing really going to work? Kirishima pulled him over and kissed his head as he was daydreaming. Don't ever run off alone again, please. He still feels all stressed. I won't, I promise, guilty boy. He kissed Kiri's cheek just as All Might came over to them all. Thank you boys for helping. However, your punishment has been discussed. Why do we get a punishment? This isn't fair. Seriously, we literally saved the day. Pouty boy. It was my idea. I deserve the punishment. He's so sweet. Hey no, we all agreed to it, so if he gets the punishment then we all do. I also wandered from my group, so I guess I should be included too. Midoriya? Okay, well you're all in charge of cleaning the dorms for the next 2 weeks. That's not so bad. Positive sunshine, Kiri. Ugh, I don't wanna save him. At least we'll be doing it together. He's so fucking cute. We should all go on a date. Huh? What the fuck? Ka-chan, mind blown. You're also not allowed to leave school premises for a week.
Huh?
Oh, he's pissed. Oh, well that's worse. Disappointed. But Bakugo just asked us all on a date? That's so unlike him. You can't deny him of his amazing progress. Puppy eyes. Conflicted. All 6 of them looked to him pleadingly. Well, Bakugo was glaring, but still. Fine, have your date. But then you're grounded at the dorms for a week. He is a pushover. Boom. Ahem, sorry, I'm excited it's over, LMAO. This took so freaking long to write and I kinda hate it. And me. But oh well, I'm happy to put the Deku Harem series to rest, finally. I have mentioned that I may revisit this in future, like around the holidays I might make a video with this story continued, but for now this ends here. I hope those of you who have watched from the start are happy with how it progressed. I know a lot of people wanted me to split them up and have different ships, etc. But I make Bakudeku videos all the time, so I wanted to stick with them all ending up together for this one. I hope you enjoyed the action-packed finale. I love you all so much.